Knicks fans, sit down for this one, because the schedule makers just handed us the most poetic season opener in recent memory, and I have a lot to say about it. Before we get into it, smash that like button right now. I mean it. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you're new here, hit subscribe because we live and breathe Knicks basketball every single day. Okay, let's talk about it. The defending NBA champion New York Knicks are opening the 2026-27 season at Madison Square Garden against the Philadelphia 76ers. Sounds normal enough, right? Except those Sixers now have LeBron James on the roster. So on the exact night this franchise raises its first championship banner since 1973, the exact night they hand out championship rings in front of the most passionate fan base in basketball, they're doing it staring across the court at a 41-year-old legend who almost wore orange and blue himself. Let that sink in for a second. Let that actually sink in. Because here's the part that should make every single one of you as fired up as I am. OG Anunoby was asked about guarding LeBron on opening night. And instead of just giving some generic athlete answer, he basically admitted that this whole matchup carries extra weight because LeBron might be nearing the end of the road. He talked about how special it is to share the floor with a player of that stature, especially this late in his career. And he made a point of complimenting Philadelphia's roster, their off-season additions, and their coach Nick Nurse. Real respectful stuff. Classy answer. But I'm not here to be classy tonight. I'm here to be a fan. Because what Anunoby didn't say out loud, what he didn't need to say, is that he is the reason LeBron isn't wearing a Knicks jersey right now. Let me remind you exactly how we got here. Because if you weren't screaming at your TV in June, you need this refresher. Game 4 of the NBA Finals against San Antonio. Knicks down by 29 points earlier in that series. Down 1 on the road with the season hanging by a thread. Jalen Brunson fires up a 3 with the clock bleeding out. It rims out, and out of nowhere, OG Anunoby explodes off the floor, snatches the offensive rebound, and puts it back in with barely a second left on the clock. Knicks win. Series shifts to 3-1. 2 games later, this franchise is hoisting its first title in over 50 years. That single putback is one of the biggest plays in Knicks history. Full stop. And according to LeBron's own agent, Rich Paul, that title is the entire reason LeBron didn't end up in New York this summer. Paul said it himself on his podcast. If the Knicks hadn't won that championship, there wouldn't have been a decision to make. LeBron was walking through that door. So think about what that means. Anunoby didn't just win a championship. He personally slammed the door shut on the most star-studded free agency domino in years. And now, in the ultimate twist of basketball fate, that same door he closed is about to swing open again on opening night. Except this time LeBron's walking and wearing Sixers colors. And Anunoby is probably the guy tasked with guarding him. I don't know about you, but as a Knicks fan, I find this almost too perfect. It's the kind of storyline you couldn't script in a movie. The guy who kept LeBron out gets to spend an entire night proving why the Knicks never needed him in the first place. Ring ceremony, banner raised to the rafters, and LeBron James sitting front row for it in an opposing jersey. That's not just a basketball game. That's closure. That's a statement. And can we talk about the coaching angle for a second? Because it adds even more fuel here. Nick Nurse, now running Philadelphia's bench, coached Anunoby for 6 seasons up in Toronto and won a title with him back in 2019. So this isn't some random opponent. This is a former championship coach walking back into the building against a guy he helped develop, now trying to slow him down. Basketball is a small world, but this is almost unfair how tightly wound this story is. Drop a comment right now and tell me honestly, would you want LeBron in a Knicks uniform, or are you glad this door stayed shut? I have my opinion, and it's a strong one, but I want to hear yours in the comments below, because this fan base has been split on the LeBron to New York fantasy for years, and I think this opener finally puts that debate to rest one way or another. Here's my take. For what it's worth, I love that it didn't happen. I love that this roster built the hard way, through grinding, through Anunoby diving for loose balls and getting under people's skin defensively, through Brunson putting the team on his back, earned this the right way instead of chasing a superstar name at the twilight of his career. LeBron is one of the greatest ever touch of basketball. Nobody's arguing that. But this Knicks team didn't need a rescue mission. They needed exactly what they already had. And Anunoby's rebound proved it in the most dramatic way possible. Now James is 41 years old, and Anunoby himself basically acknowledged that this might be one of the last times we ever see him on an NBA floor. Whatever side of the debate you're on, whether you want him in New York or not, you have to respect what it means to share court with a player who's been doing this since before some of these young Knicks were even in high school. There's a real chance opening night at the Garden becomes one of the final chapters in LeBron's story, and it's happening against the team he almost joined, in the building where he might have played, with the guy who kept him out standing directly across from him. If this breakdown got you even a little bit fired up, smash that like button before you scroll away. Seriously, it takes 2 seconds and it tells YouTube to put this video in front of more Knicks fans. Drop your prediction for opening night in the comments. Do the Knicks start the title defense with a statement when right in front of LeBron? Or does Philadelphia spoil the party on ring night? I want to see this comment section go off. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? This channel is your home for everything Knicks. Every single day, breaking news, analysis, reactions, all of it. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Knicks.